Folks, I want you to imagine for a minute, if you will, that you're sitting in a pottery class and you're about to take that big old hunk of clay that's sitting in front of you and you're going to turn it into a masterpiece. Now, this isn't your first rodeo. You got your bowl of water for the clay, you got your potter's wheel, you got that ugly curtain of an artist's smock on. Unchained Melody is playing somewhere on a record player in the background, and Patrick Swayze's ghost is feeling you up from behind, all the while praying he doesn't have to possess the body of Whoopi Goldberg again later. Just as you get that pottery wheel spinning, though, someone bursts through the door waving a badge and shouting for you to stop what you're doing. You gotta know the rules, says this charter member of the Ceramic Constabulary. You can spin that clay on the wheel all day long if you feel like it, but you're not allowed to use your hands to shape it anymore. Well, welcome to being up the creek without a paddle, folks. What are you supposed to do? Leave that clay spinning on the wheel looking like a shaved lamb in a Mediterranean restaurant all day? No. But without the ability to use your hands, you can't shape it into a thing that you wanted it to be. And don't tell me you're going to use your feet, because that's just nasty. This notion is similar to the ideological contention that you should not and therefore cannot use your words as tools to give form to shapeless substance in our public discourse, a notion which sadly gains traction over and over again throughout the course of history. And it's alive and well today, brothers and sisters. The battle we fight against censorship is probably as old as civilization itself, and probably just as dumb as it ever was. For instance, recently people have been talking about changing the dictionary definition of the word black, because the current definition in its fullness contains things which are derogatory to black people. Yes, this is where we are. Now look here, the closest thing I've ever seen to a human being actually looking black was Jimmy Kimmel, but we'd best not get into that, I expect. But there are seriously folks out there who believe that if we just change the definition of a word that encompasses so much more in the word than just the mislabeled tone of one's skin, we'll be one step closer to that final utopia we're all searching for. What's that look like, you ask? I don't know. Maybe it looks like black people sitting on the porch sipping on a mint julep while white people pick cotton in the fields and whip themselves. That seems to be about the pace they're going for. Now, I know y'all are thinking that this is just fun and games. Sure, these people mean what they're saying, but they don't really have the power to change the meaning of words. And even if they did, so what? It's not like that changes much in the bigger picture. It changes the mentality, folks. It shifts our paradigm from an existence wherein we are responsible to police ourselves in polite society to the degree that we see fit, to one wherein someone else has the authority to come in and tell you how to do it, and you just accept it because you don't think there's another way. You've been programmed to think that. It's the difference between freedom and slavery, in all honesty. You're living in a world now where people's careers are being brought down by the very social media that helped create them. Why? Censorship. Facebook and Twitter don't like what you have to say. Why? They're just going to demonetize you and maybe squeeze your viewership number so hard they'll be squeaking out Ave Maria in high falsetto. Listen up, Magic Shoes. Is it their right as a private company to do that? Well, maybe. But if so, we'd better start looking elsewhere in the world to get our social media jollies on, because these platforms have a lot of fingers and a lot of pies. They're already influencing the way our society works and the legislation that drives it, whether legal or not. Their censorship of conservative voices is real, and it's real wrong. Get out there and dig those fingers into that clay. Don't let today's so-called moral authority, these sheep in wolves' clothing, stop you from using your words however you damn well please. Remember that words are tools, but they're also the window through which the light of your mind can shine out to the world. And whatever you do, keep your head on a swivel, because that ghost of Patrick Swayze can get mighty handsy. I love y'all. God bless.